Okay. Early profits don't mean skill, guys. Okay, so ganito kasi nangyari sa madaming tao, okay? Nag-start sila mag-trading, first day, pumaldo. Okay? Oh, galing ko na, pumaldo. Pero they don't understand, sometimes your first winning na nag-place ka ng trade na hindi mo pa alam ginagawa mo, hindi yan sa alam mo na. It's, you get lucky, right? Let's say it, right? It's called beginner's luck. Nangyari na din sa akin yan. Bigyan ko kayo guys ng example. My very first manual trading, I made $700 in 15 minutes. Okay? 0.5 lot size ko. Wala akong kalam-alam sa lot size. Okay? 0.5, nanalo ako $700. And medyo yabang ko na. Sabi ko, alam ko na, di ba? Pero after that, I kept doing yung guesswork. Like, okay, baka tataas to, baka bababa to. So, early profit guys don't mean skill. Be happy with it, pero go back to skill. Kasi if you chase money, you rush and you lose. That's always gonna be trading, guys. If you chase money, you rush, you lose. Okay? That's the very first thing. You are a student, not a money maker. Second thing, guys, very important to, guys. Okay? Mga dami akong narinig dati na pumasok. Gusto matuto ng trading and they think losing is not good. Guys, losses are normal, okay? They are not failure. Losing is always gonna be part of trading. All right? Every trader losses. Walang perfect trader, guys. Kahit sila Hechi, nakikita nyo naman, yung mga nakakuha kay Hechi, may losses siya along the way. You guys agree? Diba? May mga losses siya along the way. Even good traders lost often. Walang 100% sa trading and loss does not mean you're bad. Okay? Loss that means na you have to learn why you lost. Okay? Bad mindset is I must win every trade. I learned this the hard way, guys. I hate losing. I think everyone here hate losing. Okay? Pero the mindset of I must win every trade. Every time you open your chart and you wanted to trade and your mindset is I must win every trade, it's gonna screw up your strategy. Kasi you're gonna push some trades just to win. Sometimes you might FOMO kasi gusto mo manalo. Right? So bad mindset yan. A good mindset would be, I must follow my rules every single trade. Okay? I learned this with one of my friend na very, very successful trading na inas ko. Even I asked Coach Price. Sabi ko sa kanya, nakita ko solid yung result niya. Coach Price, paano mo nagawa yung ganyan success? How do you make and how do you get to that success? Sabi niya, bro, I just stick to my strategy and no matter what happens, I follow it. If I set a TP, if I set an entry point na nandito na yung price, and it doesn't tap my entry price, I won't enter unless it gives me a good indicator, right? Pero pag hindi talaga. It's called discipline. So it calls following rules. It's gonna get you far than having to win short term. All right? So losses, guys, are normal in trading. Don't feel bad if you lose. Learn from it. The third one is, ito guys, importante lahat ng sasabihin ko, pero ito din, protect money first. That's why in the team kanina, sa Freedom Team, take profit when happy. Adjust your trailing stop loss. Sabi ko, take profit, adjust trailing stop loss if you had to. Kasi guys, iba yung feeling na ma-in-out kang pera kaysa yung panalo na nawala pa. Sino nakaka-relate dito, date? Yung pera na naging bato pa. Yung parang, ayoko, baka tumaas pa to. Trust me, guys, you'll feel that. Pero always, always protect your money first. If you're already in profit, don't, um, wag mo nang, um, wag mo nang intayin na, oh, $50 na ako, baka maging 80 to. Guys, 50 na yan o 80 yan, $30 lang yan. Eh, kung nangyari dyan, naging 20 yan, mas masakit yan. Di ba? Mas masakit yan. So, pinakamaganda guys, take profit when you are happy, okay? Doesn't matter how much that is kasi it's a good feeling, guys. Today, I enter at the very bottom. I woke up a little bit late, enter at the very bottom. Medyo nakunla ako sa MetaTrader. I was trying to place 0.5 lot size. Hindi niya ako inalaw. I don't know why. Maybe my capital. So I was able to put enough capital and nung nakita ko nang nasa 300 na ako, I'm like, okay, good. And tumaas pa. Sabi ko, okay, good. Di ba? And then I was looking. So nag-entry ako step by step lang. So pero I'm taking profits when I had to. Okay? And then withdrawing it. Okay? Withdrawing your profits, guys, will take you also far kasi you'll feel good. So small losses, guys, is also success. Big losses, mistake. And it's always can be survival. All right, trading is gonna be always survival. So say this often to yourself. Okay, guys, you gotta practice this every day. If you feel like you're being greedy, you're over trading, and you're not taking profits when you have to, you gotta tell this to yourself every day. I can always trade tomorrow. if I protect my account today. Say it again, okay? If I can always trade tomorrow if I protect my account today. Kasi kung ma-burn mo yan today, bad trip ka na. Okay? Tapos tomorrow, maglalagay ka ulit. Pero if you take profit when you had to or you stop kasi nag-set ka ng goal na okay, $100 na ako today, may 30% na ipapatalo ko, $30 and I'm good. I know nakaka-FOMO pag may nagpo-post sa group chat pero guys, this will take you farther than being than having to FOMO. Okay? Very very important yan guys. Right? Now, the fourth one good trade is enough, guys. Hindi naman kailangan talaga ng sobrang dami. Especially, this is more like when you start learning how to manually trade. One good trade, one good setup is all you need to hit that one goal in every day, whether 100, 200, 1,000 a day. So, over trading kills beginners. Since majority of you guys are beginners here, this will need to be said. Over trading kills beginner. Doesn't mean more trades, more winning. Okay, it doesn't mean that. Quality trades means more winning, not more trades. Okay, and patience, guys. Patience. I don't know who here follow Trading Geek. If you guys know him, I recommend some of his videos as well. Very, very, and it's in YouTube, guys. Also for free. Okay, follow him. You're gonna learn so much from him. And one of the things na nakita ko sa reels niya the other day, for him, trading is all about patience. If you can wait enough, like a good setup, and you can wait it, and you can wait into your setup, that's what trading is. If you can master patience, you're gonna be profitable in trading. Kasi good traders wait, beginners rush, beginners FOMO. Okay? But you're still gonna go through it. That's why we're equipping you with the right mindset. And I might go over this again and again for you guys to learn. Kasi we need to get our mind straight first before we become profitable. Who we are agree na kailangan mo na your mind is in there before you become profitable, hindi based on emotion. Kasi if you're trading based on emotion, you'll never win in trading. You'll never become profitable in trading. It's always going to be mind over emotion. All right? And fifth, follow rules, not feelings. Like I said, don't emotion rules over you. So, okay? Rules over emotion. Fear, guys, if you want to think, I like this when I saw this. Fear will tell you to exit early. Greed will tell you to overtrade, but rules will keep you safe. Okay? If emotion controls you, money controls you. So always remember this. Take a screenshot, put this on your note, put this on your phone. Fear will always tell you to exit early, greed will tell you to overtrade, and rules will keep you safe. So if you have rules to yourself, you're telling, okay, today I'm only risking 30% or 20% of my capital. Okay? And I'm only hitting 50 to 100 to $500 today. If you hit that and that's your rule and that's your principle to yourself, don't break that, guys. Because if you break it once, you'll break it second, you break it again and again and again. And that's when you're going to be lost in your trading journey. Okay? And I think this is the last one, and then we can go to terminology. The last one will be you control your risk, not the market. Very important din, guys. Sa mga beginner dito, you can never control the market, okay? You can only control your risk. So I cannot control my price, but I can control my risk. So kaya nga very important, always the leader, always the traders, and then, all the educators here always telling risk management. Even our AI has its own risk management. Kasi very, very important yan sa trading, guys. Kasi market will do whatever it wants. Doesn't matter, oh, bakit nagposisyon ako ditong 0.1? Bakit ayaw umangat ang market? It doesn't care about you. Okay? Your job is to react correctly, not based on emotion, and accept uncertainty. Don't enter a trade and having a feeling na since nag-enter ako, kailangan tumaas to. Since nag-enter ako, kailangan bumaba to. Hindi ganyan yung trading, guys. Trading is gonna be uncertain every single time. Okay? Hindi yan magiging controllable. All right? That's why we say nobody can predict the market, but anyone or every single one of here, pag na-learn nyo, can react to the market based on backtesting, based on information na na-learn mo from the past. Especially yung mga bago dito, we trade gold mainly. So, we've been doing gold. I've been trading as well. Hindi ako as good as them, pero I've learned few things. when you've been looking at the chart for a while, a year or so, you will understand how gold moves. Okay? Hindi namin pinipredict yan, pero we understand how gold moves at a certain point, right? And I'll show you some of the things na strategy na I use when I trade. It's very simple. That I've been seeing that gold does every single time, right? 90% of the time, this is how gold moves. And that's how I trade and how I enter my trade. So control your risk, not the market. Now, hopefully guys, the reason why I start with the right mindset kasi I can start with terminology. I can start showing you how to do copy paste and all those things, the basic stuff, right? Pero without the right mindset, guys, it's gonna be hard to become successful. Kasi what we do, guys, is amazing. We can trade anywhere. We need Wi-Fi, we need cell phone, and sometimes laptop if you wanna analyze in trading view. Pero if you don't have that alignment, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we're always gonna start with that mindset. So now, what are the trading style? So you need to understand muna anong klase kayong trader. Kasi even our trading signal provider, magkakaiba sila ng trading style. Hindi linear kasi yung trading, guys. Okay? So there are four trading style na you can do. One is scalping. Okay? Scalping usually happens not I would say not in seconds. Not, some people scalp in a minute time frame. Okay, some people scalp in 5 minutes. Usually scalping happens 1, 5, and 15 minutes scalping. It's called scalping. Okay, it means you enter the trade, you exit the trade very quickly. Okay, day trading is you basically hold it for a day. Okay, so you enter a trade in the morning, so open session ng New York session. All right, London or overlapping London and New York session, you enter and then you hold it because you saw something in the market. It's called day trading. In our community right now, we're mainly scalper and day trading. See, Coach Price, I know he's a mix of two. He day trade and also he scalps, right? Hechi is more like a scalper. So, ditong nakakonek kay Hechi. You guys type 4 in the chat. Yung mga nakakonek kay Hechi dito. Can you guys type 4 in the chat? If you guys go to your MetaTrader 5, you will see sobrang daming position ni Hachi, right? Nakita nyo, sobrang daming position yan, right? But you will see the profit is small. It's called scalping. So it means Hachi entered the trades mainly when you scalp, especially in a high volume market, it's good to scalp. That's why Hachi did what he did today kasi may volume market. A lot of buyers coming in, so it's a perfect way to scalp, right? Mahirap mag-scalp pag sobrang um, you don't really scalp when the market is consolidating. Okay, when the market moves so slow, usually Asian session is a slow movement in the market. So it's hard to scalp kasi hindi scalping become very good kapag yung volume is madami, whether it's sell or buy. Magandang pumasok diyan sa scalping when there is a volume. Now, day trading is a different case. So day trading naman, you analyze the market in usually 1 hour time frame. Okay, 1 to 4 hour time frame. You look at what happens in 1 hour candlestick to 4 hour, and then you look at the previous day. That's when you base your trades. So day trading. Some people are really good at day trading. I do a mix of both too, right? Pero mainly right now, scalping talaga. Like this morning, I just want to scalp and be done. ICC style. I don't recommend any trading style. I tell them na find your own style. Kasi sa akin, iba yung ginagamit ko. Right? I don't always recommend that. So, that's why learning is a good thing kasi you'll find your own strategy. Kasi not one strategy will work on every single person. Okay? Kaya nga very important yung education natin. So, that's why I explained this na just look at yourself. When you day scalp, when you scalping, masyado ka bang kabado? Okay? Masyado ka bang emotional? Masyado ka bang takot? Maybe day trading is for you and leave the scalping sa AI natin. That's why we have AI. Let them do that kasi pag AI naman, walang emotion. 'Di ba? I have someone I set up last week lang. This morning, that AI profited them, they're a couple from Toronto, $280. That's complete AI, right? Scalping. So if that works for you, you set up your AI, and maybe you're a day trader and manual, right? Now, sa swing trading naman, guys, this is more like hold time, days to weeks. So medyo matagal to. Ito talaga yung mga, we don't do this in the community kasi we, um, naghahanap talaga yung mga tao ng winnings daily winnings. So, we don't really, especially position trading guys, it's a long process. Like you're buying crypto na. I don't know who here holds crypto. I do have some holding. Been doing crypto as well for a while. Meron dito mga, yung position trading talaga, months to years yan. Which is, I'm pretty sure, majority of you wants to see daily wins. So, I guess I wouldn't even touch on that, right? So, that's a trading style. So, determine what kind of trading style you want to do on your manual trading. So mainly we're talking about manual trading, not the AI for now, okay? Understand what kind of trader, so how do you do this? By practicing, okay? Maybe do a demo or follow, I'll show you how to do copy paste later, right? Now, another important thing to learn if you're new trading is time frame, okay? Because time frame tells us how much time one candle show. So I know when you open your MetaTrader, nakikita nyo itong ganito. Okay? Alam ko nakikita nyo yan. Trust me guys, nung unang open ko ng MetaTrader, para sa akin, Chinese language yan. Wala akong maintindihan dyan. Like, nakakaliyo siya. Right? Um, nakakagulo. Pero this is how I would explain it. So, if you have a time frame, 5 minute is called the time frame. Meron pang 1 minute, pero I don't recommend that if you're a beginner. 5 minute time frame, 15 minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. If we're gonna put an analogy in there, would be 5 minute will be zooming in to what happened in 15 minutes, and 15 minutes is zooming into what happened in 1 hour, and 1 hour is zooming into what happened in 4 hour. That's just what time frame means. Kasi this single one here, kung nakita nyo yung every single one na nakita nyo dyan, it's called candlestick. It's what we call candlestick. All right. That candlestick tells what happened in that certain time frame. Sorry. um, tells you what happened in a certain time frame. So in here, every single stick na nakikita nyo, since you are in the 5 minute time frame, it's only gonna show you what happened in that 5 minute time frame. All right? That's how you look at the time frame. Okay? 15 minutes. So now every single time, every single one up here is now a 15-minute time frame. Same thing here, 1 hour and 4 hour. So if you're scalping, you're going to be looking at analyzing the market in this time frame. So when I scalp, I go to 1 hour time frame. Okay? And I go down. It's called top to bottom. When you're scalping, you're going to 1 hour time frame, going to sometimes you go to 30 minutes, just double check, and then you go to 15 and I enter in a 5 minute time frame. Okay, that's how you do scalping. Now, if you're doing a day trading, you would be doing different. You would go to a higher time frame. So usually you go to the 4 hour, or you're gonna start with daily. Okay, there's a daily time frame, and then you go to 4 hour and you go to 1 hour. Normally, you still look at the 5 minute for the entry, but since you're holding, you have a different risk. All right. So this is how you look at the time frame. So, how do you actually? So, do you guys know where to find that on your MetaTrader? Let me know so I can share my screen. Alam niyo ba paano makita yung time frame sa MetaTrader niyo? Sa mga beginner dito. So, I'm catering sa mga talagang baguhan dito. Can you guys type? Okay, good. Kasi nasa ako lang siya guys Nasa top left mo. Okay, good, good. So, that's where you change your time frame. So, when you're entering a trade, make sure na hindi ka nag-enter sa gusto niyo mag-scalp tapos yung time frame niyo doon naka 1 hour. Mahirap pa kayo mag-scalp dyan. Di ba? You have to zoom in. Again, you have to zoom in if you want to scalp. You want to zoom out if you want to day trade. Okay, you gotta look at the bigger picture. Right? So that's what time frame does. Okay, it's telling you what happens in a certain candle. Now, I'm only gonna be showing you guys very basic today, pero ito yung pinaka pwede ka mag-start mag-trading. Okay? I'm not gonna be diving too deep on how to trade for today, pero this is something that you can apply right away and practice. If you have a demo, you can practice or you can analyze it, okay? Is support and resistance. Usually, if you're a trader, you start with this. I started trading with this kasi I can scalp here. So, ano nga ba yung support? Support is a price level where the price usually stops falling and goes back up. So parang bola, 'di ba? Pag bumagsak sa ground 'yan, what does the ball do? It bounce back. So it's a support. It's the ground level, okay? So how do you find support in a chart? So let's say this is a chart, okay? Let's say this is a chart. Usually, every single time, well, not usually. Support is always going to be the price where the is always going to be the level where the price bounces up. Okay, as you can see here, so the price was going up, right? And it rejects here, right? It rejects in this area. Now it goes up again and it goes back to the same area and it rejects here. If we look at this, how many times did the price get rejected? 1, 2, and 3. 2 to 3 rejection, guys, is a good indicator that it's a strong support. If it's bouncing up, it's called support. Okay, this is what we call support. So, kapag 2 to 3 times na yung nare-reject sa area ng let's say ng gold, let's say it's been rejected in this area, what the price will do now is it means na it's telling you potentially with again, the reading is probability. It's telling you the probability na price will now go up. And that's what it did here. Since it been rejected 1, 2, and 3, after it got rejected 3 times, the fourth time na it goes up, it went all the way up. That's what the price will do. And I'm gonna show you, maybe I can show you later on how it looks like in a bigger chart. Pero this is usually what the price do all the time. Same thing for a price rejection. Now, may tinatawag din tayo dito guys na break and retest. Okay? Kasi dito, makikita nyo, resistance naman, it means is a price level where the price usually stops rising and goes back down. It's just the opposite of support. So parang ceiling yan, di ba? Pag yung bola, binato mo sa taas, tapos sabihin na natin, matigas yung ceiling, ba-bounce back yan. Di ba? Now, i-keep bouncing back, i-keep bouncing back. So, magiging ang tawag naman dyan is resistance. Okay? Support is at the bottom. Right? Support, we're always going to be at the bottom. And resistance is always going to be at the top. That's why we call support and resistance. So, how do you determine resistance or when the price rejects? You're going to look at how many times it taps the top. Okay? How many times it touches the top rejection. So we can see here, the price goes up here, right? It rejects. Goes down, support. Now you have support and resistance support. Okay, that's how we do. I will show you guys later sa chart. Now it goes back again, and you see this area, it rejects again, and then goes back again. It's support. Now, when do I enter? Right? Kasi nga, when we're seeing this, guys, this area here is called consolidation. Anong ibig sabihin ng consolidation, guys? Consolidation means that the market is undecided. It's undecided where to go. So you don't enter. Okay, let the market does what it needs to do. Now, when do we enter? So why did we do buy here instead of sell? Why did we buy here instead of sell? Kahit may nakita tayo dito na rejection. Okay, makikita nyo naman dito. You can see here, it's resistance, resistance, and resistance, right? Pero bakit hindi tayo nag-sell kung pangatlo na to? Kasi guys, we have something we call na break and retest. Okay? So, once this break, it doesn't mean you're gonna sell. You're gonna wait for a retest. Kung hindi siya umabot sa support mo, ginawa lang to, and it breaks again, you can enter now a buy here. Kasi it means it's a break and retest. That's why guys, trading is patience. Okay? Kung nagmamadali tayo, umangat dito, bumaba dito, tapos rejection ulit, magsasell ako. Yes, if you're looking at a big time frame, you can scalp inside that 1 hour. Diba? 1 hour kasi, malaking candlestick yan. Madami nangyari dyan. Pwede ka mag-scalp dyan. Pero pag nasa short time frame ka na 5 minutes, and it's a very short, it's a very stiff candlestick or distance from top to support, I would just recommend wait for a break and retest. Coach Yasin used this as well, and majority of the traders use this strategy. It's break and retest, patience. Kasi guys, in trading, again, you showed, that's why I start with mindset. It's not about how many trades you take. It's the quality of the trades you do. If you can wait for that break and retest, it will give you more confidence about the trade. Okay? Kaya when the market is consolidating, the proper way to do it is wait for the break and retest. Okay? So, you guys understand the support and resistance. That's a very basic in trading. How do you find support and how do you find the resistance? Kasi magiging importante siya later on. You guys understood what support resistance is? I made this very, I tried to make this very simple. Even a beginner should be able to understand, right? Na ano ba talaga yung support and ano ba talaga yung resistance kasi the chart will always show support and resistance. All right, that's good. So now, I don't want to overwhelm your mind, so we're just gonna keep the support and resistance. So now, let's understand as well what are pips. Okay, nakita nyo na kasi. Sasabihin ko sana what are pips. Kasi mga tao, they just call pips. Kahit ako, recently ko lang din nalaman what are pips. So, pips are just pips are points in percentages. Okay? Dati alam ko lang sabihin yung pips. Wala talaga akong hindi ko talaga alam ibig sabihin yan. Pero in reality, pips are points in percentages. So pips is the smallest price movement in trading instrument, right? Usually shown as in a tiny change in price. Trader use pips to measure profit, loss, and price movement. So in other words, pips are something na we measure yung movement ng market. So every single point. So let's say gold right now is, we see that gold hit all-time high again, 4,600. Okay? 4,600. I remember guys, I started here and gold were at, I think 1,800. 1,800, 12 months ago ata. And we went up almost 3 times. So crazy what's been happening to gold. So sobrang laki ng tinaas ng gold. So if you are holding physical gold right now, madami kang mga quintas dyan and mga gold. Congrats kasi yung per gram na ng gold ngayon is 4,600 USD pa. So mataas yung tinaas ng gold. Kung meron kang mga physical gold, you're also winning. So how do you calculate pips? So I'm gonna make this very simple. Every move from the 0.01 to at the very end, let's say 40, sorry, mute ko lang for every single move that the price move, let's say 4,000, can I do annotate here? Let's see. Okay. Let's say right now gold is 4,600, right? If gold moves in decimal, so siyempre may decimal pa yan. Right? If it moves by 1 point, right, 4,600, 0.01, that's called 1 pip. All right? 1 pip movement. If it moves by 10, it's called 10 pips. If move by 1, it's called 100 pips. I think dito yan. Mali pa ako. 100 pips. Okay? So, every single point na mag-move yung price, okay? Wala pong tao sa tanong. Yeah. Hold on. Every single time that the price moves is called a pip. And that's where we base if you see yung, nakikita nyo kung sino nasa group chat dito ng Trading Spear, makikita nyo 100 pips, take profit, 50 pips, secured, SL, here, so on and so on. Right? Sino mga nakakita nun? So, if nakikita nyo, yun yung ibig sabihin ng pips. So, if you have 0.1, I'm gonna talk about lot size later on. If you have 0.1 lot size and you have 100 pips, 0.1 is $1. Okay? If 0.1, if you have 100 pips, 800 pips, it means you made $100. Okay? So that's just basic what it means. So every point na mag-move yung gold, especially we're just focusing on gold, we don't trade Forex. I don't think we trade Forex here. We trade NASDAQ. I think I've seen Coach Price trade NASDAQ and send signals sa NASDAQ. And also we do Bitcoin. Some of the educators and trade signal providers in our community send Bitcoin signal. So you can also follow that if you want with proper risk management, obviously. So, but in gold, we call it pips. In Bitcoin, we call it points. But they're pretty much the same. Pero yung movement, move differently. Okay? Pero do you guys have at least now understood what pips are? Okay? So if you're trading manually and you want to look for pips, this is how you look for it. Okay? Now, what are lot sizes? And after this, I'm gonna go to how to show you guys how to copy paste naman. How to copy paste into yung sa natin. Yung mga trade signal, paano ba natin lalagay sa MetaTrader yan? Paano ba natin follow? And I will show you my way when I follow trades. Na for me, I don't manually copy paste, I just follow it. Okay? So, let's talk about dito muna kasi kailangan nyo maintindihan to. Alam ko some of you guys already know this, but this is very important. Kasi kung di mo alam to, you might lose money. Bakit? Kung mali ka ng lot size, sorry. Okay? Kasi hindi mo na mababawi yung na position mong trades. Although you can enter and out right away, pero that loss with spread is already a loss. So you have to make sure you are understanding what lot sizes are. So in trading, the risk is determined on lot sizing as well. So lot sizing means is the money you're willing to risk. Okay? So lot sizes comes in different ways. So if you're a beginner, you have no idea about trading, start with 0.01. It is the least you can do for trading. It means what? 10 cents per lot. Okay? So that's why I start with pip. Kasi guys, if you have 0.01, which means 10 cents, and it moves 1 pip, your gain is 10 cents and your loss is 10 cents. You guys following so far? If you have a 0.1 lot size and it moved by 1 pip, you lose 10 cents and gain 10 cents. You guys following? Very easy, right? Very, very straightforward. Now, same thing applies to 0.02, so 20 cents, 0.03, 0.03 is 30 cents, and so on, up to 90 cents. Now, after 90 cents, we go now to 0.1. 0.1 now means $1 per pip. So if the price move 1 pip from the entry price, you now gain $1. Two, $1 gain and $1 loss. So if you are beginner, this number, I know it might be tempted, oh, I want to win $1 per point. But guys, I don't recommend that if you're a beginner. Even for me, yung 0.5 ko nga sinabi sa inyo kanina early na nag-win ako. Hindi ko alam na ba't ko nilagay yung 0.5. Nakita ko lang yung mga tao nilalagay yung 0.5. So, finalo ko. Good thing naman na nalo ko. Kasi kung hindi ko alam bakit ako nag 0.5. So, ngayon, 0.1 might be tempted to do, oh, 0.1, okay, sige. Pero pag beginner ka, guys, you would be playing the numbers between 0.01 to 0.09. Again, recommended ko lang yan. You can do whatever you want. Okay? Kasi, when the market moves, it doesn't move 1 pip, guys. It moves crazy, right? Sometimes 30 pips in an instant, 40 pips in an instant, 100, sometimes 500 pips. And if you calculate that even in 0.01, 100 pips is still $10, right? 1,000 pips is $100. So, wag kang magmadali guys sa pips. Okay? Wag kang magmadali sa lot size. If you're a beginner, feel muna yung market. Feel mo yung trading mo. Don't FOMO, especially if you're manually trading. Yung AI, okay, you can set it up kasi professional traders na yung nag-execute ng trade mo. Pero kung ikaw pa lang yung gagawa ng trade mo, wag mo muna masyado madalin. If you wanna play, it would be playing numbers from 0.01 to 0.09. Okay, guys, we want to protect you guys. We don't want you to lose money, okay, as much as possible. This is how you're gonna calculate it, alright? So, now, this number, nakita nyo kay Coach Justin to, mababaliw ka na dito pag nalagay mo na to, one lot, okay? Kasi it's $10 per pip. Imagine guys, one move, one pip is $10. Eh kung nag-move yan in an instant, you can see the market, right? Boom, 50 pips. Right? 50 pips. That's $500. Eh kung di mo alam yung lot size, naligay mo 1, nakita mo lang si Coach Justin, naligay mo 1. Boom, i-account mo $500. Nag-buy ka, tapos nag-drop ng 500, 450 pips below. Then, in an instant, meron kang loss ka agad $450 kasi hindi mo alam yung lot size. Kaya very, very important to. Right? It's your risk. So make sure I'll show you how you do that on MetaTrader 5 later. Pero I can send this to you guys, right? This is just an expansion zooming out, right? So 0.01 to 0.09, right? 20 cents to 90 cents. If it moves 10 pips, this is what you win, right? If it moves 20 pips, this is what you win and lose. Say, very straightforward. If you have 0.1 to 0.9, right? $9. If it moves 10 pips, this is what you win. If it moves 20 pips, this is what you win, and same goes for 1 to 9, right? So if you want this, I can send this just for reference if you're a beginner. Pero after a while, you won't need this. Like, it's just understandable. I just put it here to make sure na you guys are really, really have strong foundation. Kasi para tayo nagbibuild ng bahay dito. To become a very, very solid trader, you need a strong foundation and trading. Walang nag-trade na gustong i-skip to. Okay? Wala akong nakilalang trader na, oh, magaling na. Hindi ko kailangan yun. Gusto ko lang kumita. Paano makikita? Hindi mo alam to. Hindi ka kita. You need to start this. You need to absorb it. And it will get to a time, guys, na once you feel how you can make yourself $1,000, $500 a day, okay, you'll be addicted to it. Sadly, you'll be addicted to it kasi ma parang right now majority of you are still working. I was also in 9 to 5 job. I work at McDonald's, I work at janitor, pizza maker. And before this, I was in architecture for 7 years. Yun yung profession ko. Pero nung nakita ko na pwede pala kumita dito ng 500 in one day, you'll never see income the same way anymore. You'll never want to trade your time for money anymore, right? We're still kind of trading time here, pero you know what I mean? Like 8 hours to make $200. If I learn this, I can make $300 in 1 hour. Posible pala yun. Pag na-feel nyo na yun, na-experience nyo na yun, na-withdraw na yun, binili nyo na ng gamit. Right? Yung winning ko today, guys, I think today $400. 400 USD, somewhere 400 to 450 USD. Alam mo gagawin ko dyan? Withdraw kayo mamaya sa ATM. Ika-cash out ko yan. Gusto ko ma-feel eh. And yun yung panggastos ko sa Pinas, right? I trade and spend here. And that's a lot of money, right? That's almost 25,000 pesos. So it's not a bad money here in the Philippines. So I would highly suggest you guys, if you profit today, post your profit in the team, okay? To encourage them, you know? Post your profit. Don't just let it sit there. Feel the profit. So if you win, ito yung recommendation ko. If you win $100, you don't need to withdraw all the profits. Withdraw 50% of it. Take that $50, go to, I don't know, Jollibee, okay? Go to somewhere and feel, man, this is from trading. Like, ibang feeling, yes. Trust me, this is from trading and I'm actually holding it. Kasi sometimes subconsciously, if you're new, you still kinda, I don't know, doubting a little bit. Kasi nga, okay, it's just numbers on your phone. It doesn't really mean anything yet. Pero once it landed on your hand and you actually spend it and you get that item that you bought from trading, dyan na, over time, subconsciously, it's giving you that confidence as well to learn more and to learn more and to learn more. Is that guys making sense? Like, I'm not just teaching you guys trading, I'm teaching you how to become successful in how you really should think as a trader, right? So hopefully that um hopefully that architecture here 1 year. Bro, I started 3 years at Humber College sa mga taga Toronto dito. Work architecture 3 years, 7 years also field, and I came here. You know, I still decided I want to make my own money kasi I don't want to be working for somebody else. So good for you, man, if you're here. If that's your goal, yeah. I agree. So much dedication, less income. Daming mga gustong-gustong matapos, di ba? Pero yeah, anyway, so now, sa mga bago dito, have you guys seen this on and I'm assuming every single person here at least nandun sa community um nasa trading sphere. You guys in there? Were you guys getting signal? Right? So, nakita nyo na tong example. This is just an example. Kasi ang papakita ko sa inyo guys what it means. So, this one from Price, Coach Price, it says buy gold here. Okay? And this is also same thing from Coach Jensen, right? This is called buy limit. So, this is an example of a signal na papakita ko sa inyo how would you copy into the MetaTrader. So, when you see this, it doesn't mean execute right away. It's gonna show now. Usually when they say, and you're gonna look at the price. Minsan hindi din nila nilalagay na now is to copy paste. You're gonna look at the price. Let's say yung price, ito buy, nakalagay dito buy, di ba? Let's say yung price nasa, ang nakikita nila sa chart is magbabay. So, ibig sabihin, pag nasa taas yung price ngayon, and ito yung entry point na binigyan nila, iintay mo lang yan. So, you're gonna either market execute or set a buy limit. Okay? Or a sell limit. So, this is all buy limit and sell limit. Ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng mga buy limit, sell limit? Kasi kailangan nyo maintindihan to kung sasabay kayo sa mga signal. You need to learn how to read it. Kasi may mga nangyari ganito. Hindi nila tinignan. Nag-send ng buy gold, hindi nila tinignan yung price. Nag-enter agad. So, anong nangyari? Coach, nagsesell. Nagsesell daw. Yung buy nandito. Ito yung price. 'Di ba? Nag-send ng signal ngayon, buy gold. Wala naman sinabing now. Kaya buy gold. Nag-buy agad. Anong nangyari? Dito siya nag-buy. Ang analysis ng educator natin is the price will tap in this buy area here. So ngayon, siya natatalo na yung iba, wala pa yung trade eh. So kailangan nyo understand guys, ano yung buy limit, ano yung sell limit, ano yung market execution. Okay, market execution means pag sinabi ng educator natin doon sa group chat, okay, important guys, write down nyo to kung pa-follow kayo sa signals. Pag sinabi ng trader provider natin, sila Coach Price, Coach Peter, sa group chat, buy now. That's called market execution. So you click buy and sell now. Now, okay? No waiting. Kasi yun yung na-read nila that time eh. Okay? And market moves very fast. Right? So if sabi nila na active ka sa group chat, buy now, click buy. Or sell now, click buy. It's called market execution. Instant. Pag nakalagay naman doon, buy gold at 4450 and ang gold right now is at 4454, okay? It means nandito pa yung price, nandito yung entry nila. So you can set a limit. It's called buy limit. So you can go to MetaTrader and set buy limit. So this is for people na ayaw nang tingnan or okay, you know what? Pa-follow na lang ako. Lagay ako ng buy limit and then put ako ng stop loss. SL. Okay, pakita ko sa inyo mamaya guys. We're gonna be done in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So buy limit tawag dito. Same thing when somebody say sell, okay? Sell daw dito sa price na to, pero yung price bumaba nandito sa baba. Okay? Yung price nandito sa baba. Sorry guys kung maingay nasa akon kasi ako Batangas eh. So may mga gumagawa dito. Nandito yung price sa baba. So it means the educator is waiting to tap in the sell price here. It's called sell limit. Okay? That's a three understanding order types na kailangan nyo maintindihan. Order types are market execution, buy limit, and sell limit. Okay? Nagme-make sense ba guys? Kung hindi, I'll try to explain it in a different way. Pero that's simplest term I can explain it. Buy limit and sell limit. Make sense? Okay, good. So why did I say all those things? This is gonna equip you how to copy paste. So let me show you now, guys, how to do on a MetaTrader. So connect lang ako sa Zoom, then share ako ng screen. Wait lang Hindi ako sanay dun sa sharing sa... Pero kung may tanong kayo guys, sa mga beginners, kung may tanong kayo dito sa group chat, while I'm connecting my phone to the Zoom, so I can show you how to copy paste and how I do copy paste instantly. Now without copying the numbers, let me know. Titigan pa din po. Yeah, we can, okay, let's start with trading view. Mag-join lang ako dito.
Recording in progress.
Okay. You can still hear me guys, right? Okay. So share ko sa trading view yung kanina sinabi ko pala. Thank you for the reminder. Wait lang reshare ko. Hindi ko ma-open yung trading view. So let's say we're gonna go to gold. So what I'm gonna do today, basically just how to find support resistance. Meron ako mga chart dito guys, pero I want my chart to be clean eh. So hindi ako nag-iiwan dito ng usually I don't really, again preference lang yan guys. I don't really leave so many things on my chart kasi gusto ko malinis lang. Right? So right now nasa 1 hour time frame ako. So if I'm going to, let's say, madali naman to gawin. For sure nakita nyo rin dito, pero repetition is key, right? Parang working out lang yan. Working out again and again to build bigger muscle, di ba? Repetition tayo. So how do you find support resistance? So let's say I want to go to 15 minutes time frame na lang. Okay. You guys can see my screen by the way. Ito nyo? Type yes in the chat. Okay. Okay. Goods. So usually I only go to MetaTrader kapag gusto kong in wider picture. Pero when I trade scalp, I'm on my phone lang. Don't really use my my laptop. Pero kung talagang gusto ko ng solid na gusto kong analyze bago ako mag-entry, scalping ako pag may volume. Pero pag wala, dito ako pumupunta. Okay. So ngayon, how do you find support resistance? As you can see, every single one of this will show you support and resistance. Okay? And the price reacts to support and resistance. So, example na lang. Ito na lang. Okay? So, if I'm gonna draw a line here, and the price, let's say yung price nandito pa. Okay? Let's say nandito lang tayo. Tumitingin lang tayo dyan sa blue line na. We're not going anywhere. Okay? Say, this area lang tayo tumitingin. Huwag niyong pansinin to. Right? If we're kind of like doing backtesting. Let's say dito pala. We're doing backtesting. Okay? It's called backtesting. You're trying to understand. You can do this anytime you want. And it's actually very helpful. If you want to try a strategy and you want to understand yung support resistance, do a backtest. Okay? Not too far. Maybe 1 day, 2 days. Since we're in the 15-minute time frame. What I would do here, okay? Again, guys, this is all probability, pero usually this is always what happens. So if I'm going to put let's say this where the price is. How do find sorry. Wait lang muna kita dyan Sorry Okay. So if I'm looking for resistance or support muna, what do I normally look for support? Is where the price rejects. So if I'm looking here and I want to enter soon or I want to enter a trade, I would place muna yung support. So normally support is always at the bottom. So you look at where the price goes and rejects. Okay? So as you can see here, if you're gonna be entering this trade, you have to be very careful about the drawdown. Kasi may drawdown siya. So one of the thing na pwede kong ituro ngayon din sa inyo, when the price moves this way, okay? So let's just put na lang dito. Ito yung support. Pakita ko sa yung support and resistance. Tapos one is the perfect a good time to enter. Okay? So let's say ito yung support, 'di ba? Naiwan ka na ng price. Let's say yan na yung price. Ito yung resistance. So how do I know this is support? This is strong support kasi if I go here on my left side, right, you always see what happened. This area, that's why I call it area. It's not gonna be always a precise number. It's called an area. So what I would do here is, I would put a area. So I would remind myself na ito yung area. Saan ba yun? No. Rectangle. Okay. So if I'm looking at the trade, tapos nandito pa yung trade, di ba? Naiwan na ako dito. Ito yung area ng resistance. So maglalagay ako dyan ng area. Okay? Yan yung maging resistance ko. And then, kasi guys, sa trade naman, hindi siya eksakto dun sa number. And then, that would be my area of support. So, sometimes, what people do is they put it, palakihin ko na lang guys Okay? Yung iba, ang ginagawa nila, to be very safe, is they would include the wick. Ano ba yung wick is this candle. So, if we're looking at the candle, so sa mga hindi pa alam, para lang may live demonstration tayo. Alright? So, this one, anong perfect example? Kahit ano naman perfect example dito. Okay. Ito na lang. This one here. This one is called a candlestick. And we are in a 15-minute time frame. This is the time frames. Okay. This is on trading view. I'll show you later yung sa MetaTrader and how to copy paste trade. So, ngayon, this is a candlestick and all this tiny line na nakita nyo, top and bottom, is called wick. Nung nagsisimula ako dito, that's why it stuck in my head. A week tells you a story. So, anong story yung sinasabi sa inyo ng week? Okay? But so many things applies to this as well. A week tells you a story about what happened into that candlestick. So, as you can see here, yung price before this candlestick here, okay? Yung price before this was going down, right? It's a sell candlestick, right? As you can see, it filled the whole candle. It was going down, right? And the next candle, it started to go down, right? Kasi yung candlestick, ito yung closing. You're gonna see this, guys. The price went down, and then after 15 minutes, it started a new candle, and it started from the bottom, and it went down. Kasi how do I know it went down? It went down first kasi it created a bottom wick. And then it started to go up naman. Right? So, it means this bottom wick says na lumakas yung buyer. As you can see here. 'Di ba? Pumasok yung buyer, right? In a 15-minute time frame for scalping. You can see na pinush siya ng buyer, na nag-create na siya ng wick. That wick tells you na may buyer. Right? That's what the wick tells you. Kaya nga yung wick tells you a story. Kaya very important din yung wick, guys. Ang tinitingnan ko lagi pag nag-entry ako ng trade is yung wick. Pakita ko sa inyo mamaya. Okay? So, that's a candlestick, that's a wick. Right? And then, pagka naghahanap ka talaga ng trade, sabi ko nga, is support resistance yung ginagamit ko. So, naghahanap ako ng support and resistance. So, in this case, Let's zoom out. Hirap ng walang mouse eh. Not fun of Apple then, right? So as you can see here, there's a lot of indicators. Now you can scout, guys, you can see here. Ito yung resistance. Sa nandito sa area. It's called backtesting lang, guys. Diba? Sabihin na natin nandito yung area ko ng cell. Alright? So wala namang accurate, wala namang yung talagang 100%. You can just put your analysis. So let's say dito, usually I go to the top. Okay, ito yung example. Ito yung isang example and another one. So let's say ako maglalagay ng resistance. Naglalaro yung price dito, di ba? Nandito yung price yan, nandito. Tapos, I'm looking to enter. Naghanap ako ng entry. Right, I wanna scalp. I wanna enter, okay? What I would do is I would mark up my either I would include the week or some people don't include the week. They would go to here and then they would put the week as the stop loss if I'm buying. So this is the area. So as you can see, what happened here is yung price bumaba dito, ni-reject, bumaba, ni-reject, umangat. Pero nasa resistant pa rin, wala pang binabasag. Right? So, how do you enter your trade? Again, patience. Either mag-wait ka or you scalp in this channel here. It's called channel. When the price moves in consolidation, that area, this whole area, is called channel. So, pwede ka mag-scalp. So, ang scalp mo, kung bumaba dito, magbabay ka dito. Right? Tapos, magtitipi ka dito sa taas kasi ito yung resistance. That's called scalping in channel. Right? Baba dito, buy. Okay? Buy. Tipi ka dito. Tapos, since alam mo magiging rejection to, ang pwede mong gawin dyan, again, we don't know really, right? Pero in probability, since magiging sell to, maglagay ka lang ng stop loss dito. Bakit dito yung stop loss ko? Kasi itong previous dito, ito yung pinaka-top week. So ilalagay ko lagi yung, pag naglalagay kayo guys ng stop loss, find the week and move a little bit. Okay? Huwag yung eksakto sa week yung stop loss. Kasi ang mangyayari pag eksakto, minsan napapansin nyo, itatap lang yan, tapos bababa. Ganun ka, ganun kalikot yung gold. Minsan talaga ibabad tripping kayo niyan. Nilagay mo yung stop loss mo sa week. Dito, let's say nilagay mo dito, no? Nag-buy ka, dito mo nilagay. Sa eksakto dito, ang gagawin ng gold, itatap lang yan, babalik na. Kaya maganda may breathing room. Mga 10 pips, 5 to 10 pips is a good breathing room. 'Di ba? And again, if it still hits, um, at least you're protected. Again, we're all doing probability dito, okay? So now, let's say nandito yung resistance rate. I'm gonna sell naman, pero may stop loss ako dito. So I'm always protected. Remember guys, number four, protect your capital, protect your money. Don't forget that. Don't be someone if you're a beginner na all in ako dito. Full throttle. Eh nandun ka sa wala namang confirmation na yung price is over bought na mag-up na siya. Wala ka pa, hindi mo pa alam masyado yun. So, don't be like that person. We want to protect your capital, guys. So, always protect your capital, okay? So, I would sell here and my stop loss would be here. So, if I sold here, okay, you see what the price did. You can TP here. You can set your TP. Mamaya, pwede mo pakita ko sa inyo. You can set your TP here or you can close it manually. So, now, we can see the price went down. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na it broke the area. Okay? It broke the area. So, let's say nandito ka, ano, pagkakita mo na sa chart, nandito yung chart. Ngayon, syempre, the last thing I've learned, guys, or yung pinakatotoo, I would never enter a trade in the middle of candlestick. Ako lang to. You can do you can do whatever works for you. Pero napapansin ko kasi pagka pinilit kong pasukan yung middle na nandun nagmo-move yung wala sa support sa resistance yung pinapasok ko. Usually I always get tapped out. D, okay. What's your question, brother? You can type or you can unmute. Hi there, sorry Nira. I could hardly hear the sound. Oh, shoot. Narinig niyo ba ako, guys, o hindi ganun kalakas? Maybe the volume. Am I audible to you guys? O malinaw. So D, maybe you should adjust the volume. Yeah, try adjusting the volume. Maybe it will work. Okay? So now, let's go back here, guys. So if I'm here and I want to enter a cell, let's say it broke. It broke here. Oh shoot, it broke the support. Should I enter cell now? Usually, guys, for me, I wouldn't enter. Bakit? Kasi it's stuck in my mind na market will always give you opportunity. So, hindi na ako ng FOMO. Ang ginagawa ko na lang, okay, it broke it broke the support, but does it mean it's a strong one? Kung na-broke na yun, nandito na. Should you sell? Sometimes you can, pero ang nangyari kasi, pag ganyan yung pinasok mo nang wala ka namang solid indicator or confluence na it's a good enter, baka matap out ka dyan. So, nangyari, tingnan mo dito Alam mo, nandito yung price. Nag-enter ka na sell. Nag-pull back. Right? Ito. Yeah, maybe try to adjust the volume, bro. Nag-pull back. Yung stop loss mo, tight ka lang mag-stop loss, right? This movement is what? This is like 100 pips. Right? So, ngayon, kung 50 pips lang yun, na-stop loss ka na. So, when would I enter when this happens? So, let's say the price broke here, right? Price going down and you see it broke when you plot the support resistance, okay. For me, sometimes I don't plot. I see, especially on my phone, I don't want my phone to be messy. Alam ko na ito yung resistance, alam ko yung support, na-break yung support. Should I enter now if I see this? No. What I would do is I would wait for a retest. So the price went down and I would be patiently waiting for a retest. So you see guys, it retest this area. Then it went down. This is where I would enter. Where it broke. Kasi kung bumaba yung price and nag-create ng candlestick, see how big this wick is, guys? Remember I told you? A wick tells a story. So, hindi mo basta-basta enter yan. Kasi this could be a possible reversal. Okay? It could be a possible reversal. This is, kung nagkukuhan kayo ng candlestick. Kaya, kung sinensa nyo alam ko nag-coach Justin, and nasa community resources, guys, on your free time, learn the candlestick. Okay? This is a good, this could be a possible reversal if you're just looking at this candlestick. Pero we don't know. Again, trading, you don't know. Okay? What's the other rule? Nobody can control the market. Nobody can predict the market. You only react to the market. So we don't know if it's going to reverse. So that's why you're going to see what it does. So it went up, it created another candle, right? Pero kung you're looking, but you can see here in this one, it went back to the area, okay? And it rejected. You can enter here kasi it called rejection. Now, where would be my stop loss? If this is where I entered, okay, let's say, alisin ko to. Right? Let's say dito ako nag-enter. Na-reject dito eh. Right? Bumaba. So now I can enter a sell. Where would my stop loss would be? Again, we don't know what's gonna happen, pero I would always have a stop loss, protecting my capital. My stop loss would be at here, at the top wick here. Okay? This area here. Right? I would have, this is at least, kasi when I play stop loss, guys, hindi ko binibase siya sa pips. I don't base my stop loss on pips. I base it on the previous top wick and bottom wick of the candle. Ano yung create niyang support and resistance sa previous candle. So if I zoom out, okay, saan ba tayo kanina? Nandito tayo, di ba? Sa 2. If I zoom out, and then I go here, 2. Dito. Ito yun eh. Right? Ito ba yun? Inalis ko kasi. 15 minutes. Saan yung chinecheck natin kanina? Ito. Ito na lang. So, I would put my stop loss here. Sometimes I always put my stop loss sa top wick. Kasi, that's where normally the price will react. So, kung ma-stop loss ka, at least may stop loss ka kung mag-enter ka na sell. Pero, that's what I'm trying to say na it's called break and retest. So, you don't enter again right away. So, you do break. Ang liit naman ng font ko. Okay. Break and retest. Okay? So, kung beginner ka lang, you wanna practice patience, do this. Okay, it broke the support, it went down, do you enter right away? No, you wait for break and retest. So now, it retests that area, then you can sell here, stop loss here. Okay, why do I know? See this top wick? I would go here. That was a previous support. Now, we would teach you some other time kasi madami information. And ito yung other top wick, di ba? It's a good way to put your stop loss to protect your capital. Now, if you enter that, it break retest, it respected the area again. It continue to go down. Now, where would I set my TP? So if I'm gonna look for my TP, this is where my TP would be. This last support here, right? I would catch this. This is probably 200 pips, right? So I would put my support here and I would hit my TP. So you can see the price was consolidating, right? Consolidation, it broke. Do you enter right away? No, kasi kung enter ka dito, probably have stop loss. It broke, you wait for a retest. Now, once the area has been retested, you can enter with stop loss. Okay? And then, you set your take profit on the previous support. That's where you look for. Kasi binabalikan lang naman ng trade usually is binabalikan lang lagi niya support, resistance on TPs. If you notice, pag nagbibigay ng TP, try to observe guys sa community. Pag nagbigay ng buy signal sila Coach Price, Coach Peter. Look, tingnan nyo, saan nakalagay yung TP1 nila? Saan nakalagay yung TP2? Usually lagi yan, nakalagay yan sa previous support and layering lang yan. So let's say it continues to go down. Again, it doesn't mean it's gonna go down all the way down, di ba? So if this got broken down, like hindi siya nirespeto, binreak pa, nag-drop pa, where would be my next TP? I would look here. I would look on this area. I would look back, okay? On your left, okay? Look at what happened. Like, previous. I would put my, kasi kung respect na tong area to yan, no? Area yan eh. Di ba? Yan yung maging TP mo. If you're doing manual. Right? Kung di ka naman, kung if it breaks naman, ano yung maging next TP mo? Kung you wanna continue to hold, this would be my next TP. Kasi nakikita ko dito, ito yung support before and this area. So, I would place my next TP here. Diba? Now, in here, you're good na. Diba? You can take TP when happy na. Kasi nga, it's deep na eh. Malalim na yung binagsakan ng gold. Now, pwede ka mag-re-enter. Pero I would say again, once you hit your target, you don't have to re-enter. You can just stay here. So ngayon, this area here na nakuha mo, that's a good 100 to 200 pips. Diba? If you have 0.1, that's $200. Okay? Now, you can apply this again and again if you want to scalp. But that's how I normally look at support and resistance if I want to scalp. Right? So, wait for break and retest before you enter. And in here, if you cut the first TP, you're good. Right? You don't normally have to, again, depende sa tao naman to, kung gusto niyo mag-re-enter ulit. Kung hindi naman, if you want to continue, you can do trailing stop loss. Pakita ko na lang sa MetaTrader how to do trail stop loss. I do that as well para hindi ko na miss yung mga movement katulad nito. Let's say, I place my TP here. And nakikita ko may volume pa yung market. So, I can see na the market still moves. I don't want to TP yet, pero I also don't want to lose my profit. I still want to make sure I exit with profit. So, I would do something we call na trailing stop loss. So sa mga alam na to and ginagamit na to, yes, good guys, use this kasi it secure profits and it gives you more profit if the market continues to move. Sa mga hindi pa, pakita ko ngayon. So mag-share ako ng screen guys ha. So so far guys, yung alam ko baguhan pa lang to, new information. Yes, hammer candlestick, tama ate. Is the support and resistance, did the support and resistance make sense to you guys? Gusto kong pakita sa chart kasi alam ko pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, pero did it make sense when you looking in MetaTrader? How to find support is at the bottom where the price rejects multiple times, and how do you find resistance is where the price rejects at the top multiple times. When do you enter? You don't enter right away. If it breaks the support and resistance, you wait for. Okay, you wait for what guys? Yung mga nakikinig. You wait for what before you enter? Retest, yes. Ang galing natin, Judith. So yeah, break and retest. Okay? That's what you always do. Patient, guys. Trust me, nagsabi din sa akin, no trade is a better trade than entering a trade na hindi mo naman alam yung ginawa mo. I would rather have no trade. Kasi naman nag-enter ka na, pinilit mo sarili mo. Kasi at least you have money to trade tomorrow. Hindi yung, kailangan ko mag-trade today. Pinilit mo yung sarili mag-trade, right? So, always follow your rules. So now, after this, I'm gonna be done, guys. Okay, so let me share my screen, And then pakita ko sa inyo paano mag-copy paste and then we're gonna be done. So how to follow signal from the community. Um, Nasaan yung, hold on. I'm gonna share screen. Can I share screen? Kung may tanong kayo guys, feel free to unmute. Okay. Nag-withdraw na pala ako dito. Share screen. Okay. Nakita yung screen ko guys? Yeah? Okay. Good, good, good. So now, how do you copy paste a trade? So pakita ko sa inyo guys how I do my copy paste. So let's say ito yung nangyari ganyan sa code. Right? See, I delete this. I don't keep so many things sa chart ko. Sometimes mas gusto ko nga yung phone kaysa MetaTrader sa trading view. So let's say nag-enter ako ng trade. So one of the way na ginagawa ko how to enter trade. Let's say nag-send ng buy. Okay, let's say buy. Buy now. Okay? Wala na laman to, winidraw ko na to kanina lahat. Dito ako nag-withdraw ng profit ko today. Kasi I don't normally leave. Ito din yung na ginagawa ko si Coach Justin. Kasi minsan makakati yung kamay nyo eh. Kasi pag may laman yung capital. So what I did, I also don't leave any amount na sa you don't have to follow us guys, pero one of the things to control is like chocolate. If you don't wanna eat chocolate, don't have chocolate beside you. 'Di ba? So ako kung I don't wanna trade, I'm good today. I made 450 today. I don't wanna trade anymore. I remove all my capital sa MetaTrader ko, nilagay ko na sa crypto. Tapos pag gusto ko, madali naman maglagay ng funds kapag magte-trade ulit ako. So para this way, I control myself. Kasi kung wala naman akong iti-trade, like right now, it only has $8 left. Diba? Winidraw ko na lahat. So hindi ako makapag-trade. So anyway, so let's say nag-send ng buy signal. Pumunta kayo sa group chat, tapos sabi doon, buy now. Okay? Buy now. It means market execution. So when I used to trade, I would copy the number. So let's say gold, di ba? Punta ka dito, tapos trade, ikakopy mo yung number dito. Right? Who here still do this? Kasi kung nandito, medyo mabagal pag market execution. Okay, follow up ka na lang bro, akali sa nag-invite sa'yo or message ka lang sa or message mo ako mamaya. Okay? Pero kung ganito pa rin ginagawa niyo sa copy paste, medyo mabagal to. Yeah, you usually go to chart. Yun yung papakita ko sa mga hindi pa alam. I'll show you how I do this and some of the people pretty much should do this as well. Pag sinabing buy now, this is the where you go. You click this square here, okay? It will show you this icon, okay? It will pop this up. Kasi pag wala yan, ito lang yung nakita nyo. Chart lang yan. So where do you find it? That square, okay? The square icon at the top. Okay? So now, if it says buy now, you just click buy. But before you do that, guys, before you buy, nakakita kayo ng signal and buy now, don't just rush to buy. Double check your lot size, guys. Kasi madami ng instance na nag-buy lang tapos naka 0.1. Eh, ang capital naman nila is 100. So, hindi advisable yun. And I don't think oh no, you can still place 0.1. 1:500 naman tayo. Leverage. Pero make sure guys, double check this, okay? If you wanna go for let's say 2, change this first before you click any buy or sell. Does that make sense? May make sense ba guys? You guys type 4 in the chat. Kung nagme-make sense. Okay, good. So this is how I enter my trade. I don't do the charting and then copy paste the number. I don't do that when I'm entering a trade. So now, how do you trail stop? For the sake of the example, okay? Let's say, ano bang ginagawa ng price ngayon? Okay. Let's say I sell right now. Would it let me? Mababa na yung capital ko dito. Okay, let's say I'm entering a sell. So another way guys, okay, turo ko how I calculate my risk na hindi pa ako nag-enter. Yung MetaTrader kasi nag-update, pero dati kasi mas mabilis siya. Pero hindi naman siya ganun kasama ngayon. If I wanna calculate muna my risk, let's say I'm 0.05, and Coach Price said buy limit. Ano ibig sabihin ng buy limit, guys? This is what buy limit means. Pero before I go to the buy limit, I wanna calculate my risk. This is how I do it. I would click this icon here. Okay. Okay, let me go back. Here, this clock, it looks like a clock. Okay. You click that, and this blue line will show you. Now, how do you know if it's gonna buy limit or sell limit? It would tell you here. Okay? So, ano yung ibig sabihin ko kanina? Halimbawa yung price right now, guys, nandito. Okay? Tapos, nag-send sa GC ng buy 4555. Do you buy now right away? No. Kasi yung price, sabi is mag-buy dito. It's called buy limit. You're buying when the price hits. So either two ways you can enter this trade. One, okay, we're gonna be done, I think, yeah, we're gonna be done soon. Ayaw nang patagalin kayo sobra. It means, one, market execution. You click this, hihintay mo yung price to go to 455 and you click buy. Okay? You reply. Or kung di mo naman siya masabayan kasi busy ka, nasa work ka, pero gusto mo sabayan yung signal, what you're gonna do is place a buy limit. So let's say I place that buy limit. Okay? Now, what do I do first? Before, okay? So let's say I click the clock, okay? This one here below, it will show you SL and TP. Okay? So if you're a beginner, make sure you have stop loss. Okay? So all you gotta do is copy the stop loss from the signal na we get from the educator. Ganun lang siya. So one way I do is I will click this and it will show this red line here. Since I'm buying, my stop loss will be at the bottom. Okay? Kasi sabi nga, dito yung buy. And then dun sa number, sabi nila, okay, hanapin mo na yung number. So 4559 yung buy. And then stop loss would be, let's say, maybe here, 4555. Diba? I-adjust ko lang yan. Hanapin ko yung number na 4555. That's one way. This is how we do it. And then TP, I'll click this TP here. Okay? No, wala ulit. Okay? So click the clock. We'll show this. Set up your TP, your SL first. Okay? And then TP. All right? Now, you can follow, there's TP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just follow what number there is. So let's say yan yung TP. And then what I would do next, once I set that up, I will click this arrow. All right? To modify. Modify. So you see here, then place buy limit. There you go. So now, it is now in that trade. So actually, it's not gonna place it kasi wala namang enough to. Pero you can see see if that price taps that buy limit, it will enter the trade for you. You don't have to be really staying on your phone. Kapag may work ka, alam mo yun, busy ka sa kids, pero nakita mo may signal, you can do this. This is how you do copy paste. Now, another way naman, sa mga nalilito sa pag-move nito, diba? Kasi you can still adjust it. Let's say naka-place na siya, guys. You can still adjust this. Okay? Anytime you want. Right? So now, how do I do trailing stop loss? I think I will do a video for this para mapanood nyo how to do that. Pero ngayon, pakita ko so let's say dito. Okay? Let's say nandito na yung price. Malapit na mahit to. And I wanna and I'm seeing na nagmumove pa naman yung market. What I would do is, I would move this TP now to the next resistance. Okay, that's how you look for TPs. Look for the next resistance. And what I would do now to my stop loss, imbis na mag-negative, kung nandito na yung price, move ko na siya sa $50 profit or 50% of the trade. That's what we call trading stop loss. It's securing the profits along the way. It's also called partial stop loss. A partial take profit. So you're moving away from, so kung yung price tumaas na dito, my rule is this. Okay, once it created, for me para sa ano to, once created a wick, I wanna buy 30 pips to 50 pips. Kasi dito na. I would move this stop loss to break even. Ilalagay ko na yung stop loss na yan dun sa entry point. Para yung trade na to risk-free. Now, let's say pagbalik ko sa phone ko after 5 minutes, I don't know, few minutes, nandito na yung price. Wala na dito. Would I keep my stop loss sa break even? Obviously, hindi. Gusto nyo mag-profit di ba? I-move ko naman siya above here. Maybe that's a $20 profit. So this way, nafa-follow ko pa din yung movement ng market And whatever happens na minove ko yung stop loss dito, profit na on $20. And then you can keep continuing that until the price taps in your stop loss. Is that making sense, guys? Let me know if nagme-make sense siya. Type 3 in the chat kung nagme-make sense siya. So that's how you do trailing stop loss. Don't do trailing stop loss kung kakamove pa lang ng market. Sabihin natin. Kakamove pa lang ng market ng trailing stop. Nag-break even ka agad. Okay? It's not advisable din. Kasi wala. Ilalabas ka lang ng market niyan. Pero ang one of the good trader na bigyan ko kasi is nang natutunan ko din to eh. Ito. So let's say nandito yung price, di ba? Tapos, nandiyan na yung price. I-move ko na dito yung SL ko. Now, if I know the price still have a possibility na umangat siya, nag-break even siya, hinit yung break even ko, tapos bumaba, I would still enter here. It means I would just have a good position. Right? I would still have a good entry position. Mas malalim na ngayon since buy yung bias ko. That's something you can do as well kung nasa area pa siya ng buy mo. Kaya sabi ko area eh. Hindi siya line. Kasi wala naman talagang on point eh. It's called area. You find an area where you buy and then if it's in that area naglalaro, diba, in-move mo yun, tapos nag-break even ka, lumalim ng konti, alam mo naman may nag-alas area, pa-buy ka, bias mo, you can still enter the bottom. Mas malalim na ngayon. Tapos malalalim mo pa yung stop loss mo. Mas maganda yung position mo. So it's not a bad thing to get when you hit break even. That's why you need to understand din yung movement ng gold. Kaya it would take you some time to understand movement ng gold. Kaya the more you do this, coach, ma-entry mo kaya quick info about setting up bias. Ate Judith, what do you mean? Coach, ma-entry mo kaya quick info about setting up bias? Okay, bias just means is that what you mean, ate? How to know where the bias is? Okay. Ang bias kasi guys is I normally look at 1 hour, right? Time frame. So ngayon, if we are here, let's say I'm looking at this area here. This one. Kung 1 hour yan, so madami nangyari dyan. Ang bias dyan, buying. Right? Usually when you're trading, you don't go against the bias. Bias means your favor. Ang favor ng price dito is going up. But doesn't mean it will continue to go up forever. No, hindi. Nagpapalit din siya ng, ng bias, di ba? That's why understanding yung support resistance, dun papasok yung change, yung reversal na yung pagpapalit ng bias. So, kung ako titingin ako dito, ito yung bias nito. Sa area to, kung nagtitrade ako, nagbabay ako dito, nagbabay ako. Ang ilulo ko lang opportunity dito is buy. Buy lang. Yan yung bias ko. Mas safer na you go along with the bias than against the bias. I don't recommend going against the bias if you're a beginner. Pero you can scalp if you know what you're doing. So here, ano ba yung bias kanina? Sa mga nakasabay kanina, ano yung bias kanina? Buy or sell? What is the bias of the market this evening sa inyo, morning dito? This morning, buy. Yes, buy. Yun yung bias kanina. That's why, kung nag-sell ka dyan, ipit ka. Di ba? Kung nag-sell ka dyan, baka sunog ka or hindi ka katulad namin nag-profit. Di ba? Kahit ako nagmano kanina, binayas ko lang, tinignan ko volume, bias ng mga taos, buy. So you look at what's happening. Di ba ito 1 hour time frame? Ngayon, should I still buy right now? I couldn't tell kasi it's very important din guys. It's hard to trade at all-time high. Okay? It's hard to trade at all-time high kasi there's no data. But it's good what it's doing right now is good kasi it's gonna create as support, new resistance. So ngayon, who can tell me what this is now? This is all-time high pero who can tell me what this is? Yes. It's now a resistance. Okay? It's now a resistance now we're gonna be looking at in the next maybe 1 to 2 days. Yes, reject sa ceiling. So, yun yung rejection ngayon. So, 1 hour time frame. But if we go, let's say 15 minutes, it's still not enough information kasi one time pa lang siya na-reject doon. Or actually, if you consider yung 15-minute time frame, it's still a good rejection sa scalping. So, I would have entered. And actually, this signal, guys, kung nasa community kayo and kung sinabayan nyo, kay Coach Hechito. Like literal, sabi niya, TP niya is 4,600. You know what he did? It tapped 4,600, it dropped. Sino nakasabay doon? Ako hindi ko nasabayan kasi tapos na ako mag-trade eh. Basta tapos na ako mag-trade, I don't usually enter. That's my discipline. Nice. Di ba? Sabi niya 4,600 magiging ceiling. Boom, bumagsak. Kung hinohold mo pa yan ngayon bro, congrats. Trailing stop loss ka na ngayon kung hinohold mo pa para secure profits ka na. Pwede mo nang iwan yan, hindi ka nakakabahan dyan. Kasi when I trail stop loss, oh shit, alam ko may $50 na ako. Alam ko may 100 na ako, may 300 na ako. I'm good. Whatever happens, I feel good. Diba? So, good ate, that's gonna be a new ceiling. Now, what is this now in 5 minutes? In 15 minutes. Anong tawag dito? Si Ate Judith ata ulit eh. Anong tawag dyan? Small time frame lang tong sinasabi natin ah. Anong tawag dito sa area to? Who knows? Then we're gonna be done in 2 minutes. Support. Yes, support. Tawag dyan support. But is it enough support? I would, probably not for me. Hindi pa rin ako dyan. Pero, you could be playing a, and kung you wanna scalp, di ba? This will be support. This will be my resistance. Now, if it goes back here, I could sell, and then my TP will be above this top wick. If I want to be safe, I could do that. If I want to scalp, okay? If I'm buying naman, this would be my buy in 15-minute time frame, and this will be my stop loss. Dito. Again, I don't look for pips. I look for the last previous candlestick. And then I just, ano yung adjust ko? Lot size ko. So, let's say, ganun gagawin ko. Let's say 0.3 siya. Tapos dito, gusto ko mag-buy dito. Ito yung buy ko, di ba? Itong blue. Gusto ko mag-buy dyan. This is how we calculate it. Let's say I'm just looking at numbers na hindi pa ako nag-enter. Let's say, potentially mag-enter ako dito. So, yan. Hypothetical to eh, pag ginagawa ko. Tapos, ito yung mga stop loss ko. Ngayon, may kita ko dito. I always do this, guys, before I enter. I hypothetically look at my trades before I position. If I do this trade and I buy in this area, dito sa area yan, I put my stop loss here. Ang loss ko, 33. Now, I would ask myself, okay ba ako sa $33? I wouldn't change my stop loss. Na kung hindi ako okay, let's say hindi kayo okay, don't change. Okay, para saan? Don't change yung stop loss nyo. Kasi yun yung nare-respect nga, di ba? Yun yung support eh. Anong papalitan nyo? Ito yung papalitan nyo, guys. Lot size nyo. Yes. That's a proper risk management. Kasi ang nangyayari sa iba, okay, gusto ko 0.03, pero okay lang ako sa 18. In-adjust nila dito yung stop loss. 17. Okay, okay, 17. Pero, ang problema dyan, the price usually tends to magnet sa last support. Di ba? Ganun nangyayari sa trade. So ngayon, okay, 0.3 ka pa rin, pero talo ka. So wouldn't it be better na in-adjust mo na lang yung stop, yung lot size mo dito? Maybe ginawa mong, sabihin natin ginawa natin 2. Ngayon, sa 2, 30, hindi siya nagbago. So I need to, ayun yung bagong update ng MetaTrader na ayoko. So ngayon, 2, okay? I'll position this again. And I'll gotta make sure na dito guys, medyo matrabaho itong kanito. Hindi ganyan dati MetaTrader. Ito. Where do I change it? Dito. Okay? So now, kung 2 yan, tapos ito yung possible position entry ko, and then wanna put stop loss. Now, it's $22. Now, ask yourself now, okay na ba ako sa stop loss ko na $22? Kung okay, then you can place the trade. You don't need to put a TP yet. Okay? Let's say you buy limit. Place. See, wala pa akong TP dyan. Pero again, I can go here all the time. Yeah, I can always click that. And then TP, and this green will show, and then let's say this will be my TP. So my ratio is 1:3. That's not a bad ratio, guys. About 1:3. I could lose 20, but I could win 60. That's a 1-to-3 ratio. Right? So, guys, that's about it for today. Pero nag-make sense ba lahat ng natutunan nyo sa mga beginners? Did it all make sense to you guys? And I will take some question before we go, maybe for 2 minutes. Pero this is more like the basic, guys. I always gonna start with mindset, guys. I'm the type of person na I started before trading, build the mindset. I've done few things business din, pero nagpadala sa akin sa where I'm at right now is really mindset. So you're not gonna I'm not gonna stop telling you guys to start here. All right. Always start here. When you have this aligned, doesn't matter what you do, trading, other businesses, um, you're always gonna excel in everything you do. So, yeah, mag-intermediate tayo. Intermediate kasi more like analyzing more deeper, pero we have other trainings din naman. I would cater sa mga I would do this pretty much every week. We will do this with Coach Owen. We'll be transitioning with Coach Owen. Pero itong mga training na to is for new people coming in. So if you still feel like nabago ka pa rin, you can still attend this next week and then keep attending. Kasi alam ko may mga bagong pumapasok kayo na invite. So, kailangan importante, meron tayong ganitong trainings. You guys agree? Kasi meron papasok na bago and bago and bago. Hindi naman natin pwedeng porket na ituro na isang beses. So, ano pa ulit-ulit to sa akin, pero that's what we'll be doing. Alright, so anyway guys, if you don't have any more question, thank you for attending. I know it went over kasi mga nag-enjoy. We started late din naman, mga nag-enjoy sa profit. So, sa mga nag-profits today, post your profits, withdraw. I encourage you, whether it's $10, $20, $30, feel it lang. And then post your withdrawal sa Freedom Team. Okay ba yan? Okay ba yun sa mga nag-profits? Withdraw sa show your withdrawals. For me, that's the real win. Okay, winidraw mo, hindi mo lang tinignan. Okay? Pero anyway guys, appreciate you for coming and look forward to see you guys again sa next training. Maybe new people will be showing up here. Alright? Sige po. Later, later.